Violet Affleck. On to this one. We got a ton of responses on her. A ton. Okay, you guys went to town and we pulled some of, and again, they're all bangers, but we pulled some of the best comments off of our YouTube channel, the segment devoted to Violet. Oh, and before we get to that, sorry, Troublemaker Maria just hours ago sent in this update regarding the woman who walked so Violet could run. Greta Thunberg, Greta, who has been detained on yet another flotilla to Gaza, was photographed, I'm not quite sure when, wearing this hat. It is a frog hat. It is a green frog hat with frog eyes atop, like Kermit the Frog. Like spaced as far apart almost as Apple Martins. I'm just going to be a bitch about it because Apple's a bitch, I think. Just my opinion. Maria asks, Maureen, now I feel the need to hear your commentary on the frog hat. Why would a grown person wear that and still expect to be taken seriously by the world? It's her severe case of arrested development, manifesting. I think that's only part of it. But back to Violet. Okay, here's a sample of the feedback. And hopefully, I mean, it's not happening, but maybe somebody who knows Ben Affleck or Jennifer Garner is listening and like lights one of these two up to come get their kid. Vis-a-vis Violet speaking at the UN from behind an N95 mask, exhorting this otherwise ineffectual world body to force the world to mask up so she can feel better about it. Number one, this is a girl who hates her mother. Violet looks just like her mother and therefore hates her own face. Interesting theory. This is way deeper than COVID for her. This is self-hatred on display. Number two, Violet lacks common sense. During the fires, lower price and mid-range hotel rooms were desperately needed by lower and middle-class families. She should have been grateful to stay in a 5-star hotel instead of wanting to prevent a family from getting a hotel room that they could afford because she wanted to look humble by slumming it. Virtual high five to the author of that post. You effing nailed it. Number three, father, kooky, mother, pushover, stepmother, loca. Number four, Jennifer Garner was the original victim mom. No, don't photograph my kids at their 10,000th farmers market pap stroll. Number five, the mask because of Ben's cigarettes and JLo's perfume. LOL. Very funny. Number six, this is the same Violet Affleck who accompanied her mom to the White House state dinner in 2022 without a mask. How irresponsible to be unmasked with all those dignitaries and a frail Joe Biden. Number seven, at the UN, instead of youth advocate, the sign should have said Nepo baby. Number eight, we normies have to abide by everything the rich preach to us. Meanwhile, they've been partying unquarantined all COVID long. Eat shit. Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, also, in a lot of your emails and DMs I'm getting from you guys, you like it when I talk about, and it just sort of comes in tangentially as I'm talking to you, like I'm not always planning it at all, but you like it when I recommend things or people, artists that I love. And I've been thinking a lot about this guy lately and listening to him a ton. And I'm going to share this guy with you. For those of you who may not know, you are in for a treat. And I don't care if you don't identify, by the way, as a fan of this genre of music. Doesn't apply. This guy transcends anything you might think. So open mind, open hearts. Chris Stapleton, to my mind, is one of the most talented guys going. I am in love with this guy. I am in love with his music. He is an artist. He is an artist for the ages. He is a once-in-a-generation talent. He is a country artist, but he brings in, there's a blues element that is undeniable. There is soul. This guy has soul. This guy has seen some shit, okay? He knows what he's talking about. I'm going to recommend 3 singles in this order: Traveler, Parachute, and the third is called You Should Probably Leave. And probably is the operative word in that song, okay? And you listen to his phrasing and his inflections. This guy is a true artist, okay? You look at those jokers on The Voice who are judging, and then you go and listen to a Chris Stapleton. I'm like dying to see him live. I can't believe I haven't seen him live yet. But anyway, he is my recommendation for the week. Chris Stapleton. Talk to me about it after you listen, okay? Now, onto your emails. Hi, Maureen, retired Army troublemaker here. Jennifer with a P. Thank you for your service, Jen. This is just a short note to share how much I appreciate you and your team. Thank you. You have Hollywood red pilled me. I can never go back to watching regular entertainment shows. That is our mission. I've always found Hollywood, the mainstream media, and most celebrities distasteful. Now I have more, quote, ammo when my friends want to gossip about their favorite stars. Dear Maureen, I thought you would be interested to know, and I am, that ordinary people, we talked about that on our Redford tribute. It was originally a novel, which I did not know. Troublemaker Blondie, love your name, says it was an over the transom, meaning the novel was pulled from the slush pile manuscript. I believe it was discovered by an editor for serial publication in Good Housekeeping magazine before it was published as a paperback novel. Those were the days. Hi, Maureen. I enjoy The Nerve. I'm excited about The Nerve at night, as are we. Possible new segment, book reviews or recommendations from you. We are working on it. This is from Kendra, a late 90s baby. P.S. I own a Pomeranian too. They are the best dogs. You know, Teddy was really sick this week, but he's getting through it. Oh my God. Okay. Dear Maureen, it took me about 5 minutes to realize Violet Affleck, quote, allegedly has nosophobia. Nosophobia is an intense fear about developing a disease, and a symptom, among other things, is avoidance behaviors. This girl needs help. Just my thoughts from Troublemaker Ruth. And sadly, at her age, if she doesn't want help, it is going to be difficult to get it for her. Hi, Maureen. 2 questions. This is from Stephanie in Boston. Do you think Meghan Markle sees a therapist? No. And even if she did, malignant narcissists, just my opinion, they cannot be helped. Narcissists cannot be treated. Number 2, do you think at some point in his distressed young adult years that Prince Harry may have pursued paternity testing to determine if the king is in fact his bio dad? Not in his youth, but is it entirely possible that he ordered a 23andMe kit because things are so unstable over there? Absolutely. Hi, Maureen. I just wanted to say a big thank you for recommending the biography. I love this biography. I'm so glad you read it. Of Truman Capote by Gerald Clark. I mentioned it a few episodes back. I loved reading his Breakfast at Tiffany's. I preferred it to the movie. Truman wanted Marilyn Monroe, not Audrey. I'm an Audrey girl. I just finished listening to it on Audible. It was fascinating. That book will stay with me. Truman was a tortured soul. She loved the Priscilla Presley segment, believes it. And that this is where my Chris Stapleton thing just came in. Troublemaker Lisa, Cornwall, UK, asks more book recommendations, maybe on your new late night show. Another idea would be a song from the jukebox, reminds you of a place, a memory, a feeling, a time in your life. And, I will say I did the, when you do wakes now, and I don't know how long it's been going on because it's been a while since I went to a wake besides my dad's about 1.5 years ago, but I did the playlist for his wake, and on his list, on his playlist, I chose Chris Stapleton's Parachute, in part because that was a metaphor for the way my dad would always try to catch me as a kid, and my dad was an airborne in the Army, so Screaming Eagle. Okay, Maureen, this is, oh my God, I love this sign off. Armando J. Ortiz, who signed off this email, sportsman, raconteur, and shameless loungeabout. Armando, you have found your people. Armando asks, oh, by the way, these are my favorite. As I've told you guys, he says, I am a 64-year-old hetero man and fully into man stuff. And yet I cannot get enough of your show. I'm freaking dying. Okay, Armando asks, can we please deal with the elephants in the room with men's fashion? Happy to. Who decided that menswear, specifically his question, had to be a one-size-fits-all slim fit fest? where grown men are forced to squeeze themselves into heinous slim fit suits and pegged pants and skinny jeans, regardless of their physique. Whatever happened to tailoring? What I wouldn't give to get my hands on a full cut suit with appropriate, Tom Ford has exited the fashion lane. I feel Tom Ford would have been the one for you to go to with this, Armando. I feel he would have heard this plea wholeheartedly. What I wouldn't give to get my hands on a full cut suit with appropriately sized labels, double pleated slacks that drape gracefully, and tailored suits with appropriately cut collars that don't make grown men look like 8 pounds of lumpen blubber in a 5-pound bag. Not every man is built like a 20-year-old gay man's fantasy Adonis. If you are an Adonis, fine, the slim fit is for you. But if you are a regular guy, why should you be forced to wear clothing that makes you look clownish? Can we get to the bottom of this? I think, Armando, that some men's fashion names need to go to the woodshed, if not the chipper. Looking at you, Joseph Abood, Tom Brown, etc., and Anna Pett. Tom Brown. Look at Cary Grant. Look at Jackie Gleason, Gregory Peck, Humphrey Bogart. Do I really have to spend $12,000 and go to London for a real suit of clothes? And don't women notice that men's clothes don't really fit anymore? Don't they notice how twee and gay their men's clothing has become? Parens, Pete Hegseth. Armando, please keep writing to us. Thank you kindly. Armando ends this rant. You're so nerve. Thank you kindly for your wonderful gossip show and your brilliant quote, real news about fake people. Armando, God, please keep writing us. Okay, we want from Troublemaker Christine, a Troublemaker book club. She recently read The Tell in her monthly book club. Interestingly, Christine says, and we've been all over Amy Griffin, the author of this quote unquote memoir. Amy, we're not letting up on Amy, trust me. Christine says, interestingly, even the far left members of my book club picked up on the phoniness of Amy's conveniently remembered one-sided rape story. Thanks for consistently being a voice of reason and standing up to the elitists who profit off of lies, harming people in the process. Just my opinion. Now, this comes from Corey, our last one. Now, she says that in one of our various takedowns of Meghan Markle, pick one. We played a clip where she responds to Jamie Carlina, her appearance on that show. She responds to something with the power of yet. Meghan Markle did. Like, it's some profound thought that just popped into her head. I thought, what a moron. Rightly so, Corey. Well, Maureen, I was doing my 7-year-old's hair the other morning, and I don't remember what we were talking about, but she answered me with, the power of yet, Mommy. I had to have her repeat what she said, and then I asked her where she got that, because I know she's not listening to Meghan Markle. She said her teacher is reading a book called, quote, Bubble Gum Brain. Meghan Markle, according to Corey, quoted a second grade book as if it was profound and as if she came up with that herself. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now we have the origin of the power of yet. Now we know what Meghan's reading. Now we know why when Meghan was touring Emily Chang of Bloomberg News through her favorite place to go in Montecito, her favorite bookstore, and then went and told Emily when asked what she reads that she doesn't really have time to read. We know why Meghan dodged and weaved, because she's reading second grade books. Do you trust the seafood you bring into your home? Do you question ever the nutrition, the taste, or the sustainability? Well, have you tried Wild Alaskan Company? I have, and I love them. Wild Alaskan is the best way to get wild-caught, perfectly proportioned, nutrition-dense seafood delivered directly to your door. Their fish is 100% wild-caught and never farmed, which means there are no antibiotics, GMOs, or additives. You are just getting clean, real fish. And you're also supporting healthy oceans and fishing communities. Wild Alaskan fish is frozen off the boat to lock in taste, texture, and nutrients. It's sustainably sourced and wild caught from Alaska, and your membership delivers flexible shipments, expert tips, and truly feel good, taste great seafood like my favorites, sockeye salmon and Pacific cod. You can try it risk-free, 100% money-back guarantee. Not all fish are the same. Get seafood you can trust. Go to wildalaskan.com/nerve for $35 off your first box of premium wild caught seafood. That's wildalaskan.com/nerve for $35 off your first order. Thanks to Wild Alaskan Company for sponsoring this episode.